Hello, and welcome to Rayn's Cryptids, Myths, and Folklore. I'm Rayn, and today is about goblins. The goblin is one of the more classic cryptids of myths, been in many movies. Of course, it's to believe that they are related to fairies, in turn, sometimes being called an evil fairy. I believe they are a fae, as I explained in my fairies video, but not a fairy. Goblins are a fae because they have the ability to be invisible, with various types of magical abilities. Goblins are also very stealthy as well. Now, when it comes to gnomes, brownies, dwarfs, imps, and leprechauns, they seem to be a close kin to goblins, but not sure if I'd classify them as goblin, but definitely a fae. Because of them lumping other fae in with goblins, there are many versions of goblins. They like to use the term goblin as basically an all-in-one term for those small creatures that like to cause trouble. I believe this is wrong, and the simple tricksters, or mischievous like immature children, are more of the fays. The ones that are malevolent, evildoers, dangerous to human beings, are what is a goblin. But most agree, goblins are extremely greedy. It is said that they are just a story, a made-up cryptid. But I don't believe this. There are sightings of these things still today. Okay, so the origins say 14th century and are strongest in northwestern Europe, Scandinavia, the British Isles, and the United States. But there are variations of them all over the world. Like I said before, there are different cultures that have goblins, but are named differently, but also mixed with other fae. So I'm still weeding through them. We do have the redcaps from British folklore. They are said to inhabit ruined castles and to murder travelers who stray into their homes and dye their hats with their blood, hence the name. Kobold, not for sure if I pronounced correctly, which is German for goblin, is similar to the redcaps, and there are many more. It is said they don't like horses or dogs, since they are small, they could get stepped on. They have a ravenous appetites, able to eat up to 12 meals a day when they have the provisions to. They love fire, including starting fires, so always want to be careful. Some say they can get stuck easily, mainly because of their big heads. Not sure on this one. The color of these cryptids can vary, but I do know the green color is a more modern times thing. But that is what I found on goblins so far. A lot is because they like to lump so many fae with them, so I will keep doing research. I don't have any sighting stories right now, only because I am still weeding through them, trying to determine between goblin and other fae. But as soon as I do, I will make another video updating them and hopefully have some sighting stories to go along with it. If you have a sighting story on goblins or any other cryptids, please email me. And if you have a suggestion for a video on cryptids or anything on topic, please comment or email me. My email is below. Please like and subscribe. Share as well. Now, time for superstition for thought. And today's thought is crossed fingers. Okay, most of us have used this method before. Crossing your fingers for some luck or warding off bad luck for you or anybody you wish it on. It can be traced to pagan times in Western Europe, some say around 14th century, where the cross was highly accepted as a symbol of unity. It was believed that good spirits lived at the intersection, which the solar cross represents the 4 seasons and 4 corners. But there were many variations of the cross at the time that wasn't used for Christian purposes. It is at this intersection where a person must anchor his or her wishes until they came true. This practice spread across the early European cultures and is pre-Christian times. It became simpler over the centuries, with just crossing the index finger and middle finger making an X. Christians have their reasons for its use. It was used to identify another of the faith during Roman times. But this is not the reason we use the crossing your fingers. In the 16th century, the crossed fingers to ward off bad luck was used in England, but they also used it when you sneezed or coughed as well. This gesture is used all around the world, but there are some places it has a different meaning, like in Vietnam. Crossing one's fingers is considered rude, basically giving them the middle finger. So, there is another version where you cross your fingers behind your back to get away with a white lie. But I believe that is another video for another day. So, that is what I found for this superstition for thought. So cross your fingers for some luck or to keep bad luck at bay. And remember, don't do it in Vietnam. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you next week.